and welcome to another video. I'm Ellie and I'm going to leave for the end-to-end trail. That's a through hike all across Britain in about 2 weeks. I'm going solo, only with my dog Otto, and we're camping along the way. Today I'm gonna take you along as I sort out the logistics of such a big hike, such as preparing my resupply packages and also making some DIY backpacking meals. So let's go! Okay, I just came back from our morning walk with Otto, and before I start preparing everything, maybe a couple of remarks about our big project. The route I'm going to hike takes me from the northernmost point of mainland Britain at Thanet Head in Scotland all the way to the southernmost point of mainland Britain to Lizard Point on the southwest coast path. There are different routes, there's no fixed trail, so everyone creates his or her own hike or trail. I'm starting in Scotland and will be following the John O'Groats trail for a bit. Then I created my own route through the Highlands based on different blogs and guidebooks that I've read, down to Fort Augustus, then onto the Great Glen Way. Then from Fort William I'm hiking the West Highland Way, then along the Camel Path from Glasgow to Edinburgh. Then I'm heading south to the border to England, jumping onto the Pennine Way. After the Pennine Way I'm going to hike west to do the whole Offa's Dyke path in Wales, onto Bristol, then the Somerset Way to Minehead, and last but not least, I'm hiking the first part of the southwest coast path to Lizard Point. The route I'm choosing is obviously not the shortest route possible and will probably be close to 1600 miles long, but I want to explore as much as possible and I'm really happy to have some time to do that. Yeah, that's the plan. My gear's almost ready and I think I'm gonna make a video on that as well that will go online in a couple of days. Still need to do today is to pack Otto's dog food. Otto is a little food sensitive and I don't want to change his diet too much because it's already a lot of physical exercise for him and I really want him to be as comfortable as possible on our hike, which is why I'm sending myself resupply packages with his dog food in them. Obviously I'm gonna stock up on the trail as well, but just to have some sort of like a base for him that is his the food that he's used to and that he really likes. And yeah, it's a little bit of organization. Obviously I googled hotels, campsites, post offices along the route where I will be sending resupply packages that I can then pick up to resupply on dog food. One difficulty of the route I'm choosing mainly in the beginning is the resupply situation. I'm going to hike through a quite remote area where I will only have access to food like a supermarket, a pub, a hotel every 4 to 5 days depending on how fast we're hiking. So for the first 2 to 3 weeks it will be like that, hiking 4 to 5 days, then have a spot to resupply or to buy something, and then another 4 to 5 days. I think I will carry a couple of days worth of food for me and also for Otto obviously, which will be a little heavy in the beginning, but yeah, it's gonna be like this. So this is why I'm also preparing some backpacking meals for me for the first week or so, and also since I'm already sending myself resupply packages with Otto's food, I'm gonna put some of my favorite backpacking meals in there as well because I love creating my own meals. I'm vegan, so sometimes it's not that easy, especially in small shops, it's not that easy to find something, or I want to avoid just eating instant noodles all the time and everything that's tinned veggies, something like that is really heavy. So I like preparing my own meals. I dehydrate my own veggies as well, so we're gonna prepare some of these as well. That's around 450 grams and that will last for 3 days, sometimes 4 days, depending on how far we're going. So yeah, I'm gonna take a couple of these. Each day I resupply so that I have food for around 10 days, 10 to 14 days. This is what my breakfast on trail will look like. First off, I'm gonna take a couple of these instant oat cappuccino things that I found. Then the main breakfast will be porridge, of course. I really like to have that on the trail. It's really filling, it's cheap, it cooks really quickly, and yeah, I really like that. I have some regular porridge that I'm gonna mix with some chocolate protein porridge that's also vegan, and for more nutrients I'm gonna add a little bit of hemp seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, not all of them but maybe a couple of them. Then I have some oat milk powder just to make it a little less watery and to add some more flavor. Maybe I'll add some cinnamon and some vanilla powder. Now for dinner, I'm making my own DIY backpacking meals. As I said, for the first 2 to 3 weeks it's going to be difficult for me to find a store or literally anything where I can buy food, so I need to pack a little bit and also put something in the resupply package I'm mailing for me to pick up on the trail. For my backpacking meals, the reasons I make them myself oftentimes is because one, it's the ones that you can buy are oftentimes really expensive, and I want obviously something that is vegan with at least a little bit of nutrients, so I try to not only eat instant noodles all the time to make them a little more nutritious. Then I want something that cooks fast, obviously, something that's lightweight and has a good, or in general has a good weight to calorie ratio. So here's some ingredients that I buy in bulk, which is kind of cheap, and I'm using to create my own meals. For starters, there's some rice noodles that I'm going to use to make some ramen. Then I have my own dried vegetables, carrots, leek, celery, tomatoes, onions. Then some seeds, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. For the carb section, I have some of these instant noodles that cook pretty fast and some instant mashed potato powder. Then for the protein section, that's actually couscous made from chickpeas, so it has a lot more protein than the regular couscous. Then some textured jackfruit protein, some protein powder, and then the toppings, some bouillon cubes. And then this is tomato soup powder and mushroom soup powder, which is great to add a little flavor and to make it a little less watery. Then nutritional yeast for some cheese flavor, and some spices, curry spice, chili, garlic spice, oregano, basil, pepper, and if I want something more spicy, chili flakes and more garlic powder. Yeah, and I'm gonna assemble these and make some meals. For the first meal, I'm making a tomato pasta kind of meal, so I'm using some instant noodles, around 100 grams. Yeah. Then some textured jackfruit protein, a little bit of veggies, obviously, some pumpkin and sunflower seeds, then a little bit of nutritional yeast, because there's always has to be some sort of cheese in the pasta dish, and then obviously some tomato soup powder to make the sauce, basically. then I'm adding some herbs, basil, a little bit of chili garlic powder and a little bit of pepper. Yeah, and that weighs in at 190 grams, and it should be around, if I still add a little bit of oil when I cook it, which I always do, I carry a little bottle of oil to add to, it should come at around 500 to 550 calories, which is, yeah, good. For the second meal, I'm gonna use these rice noodles that I'm gonna break up a little bit. Then obviously some dried veggies, a little bit of the textured jackfruit protein, a bouillon cube or half of it at least, and yeah, I think some protein powder just to give it a little more protein, and some spices, maybe the curry spice and a little bit of the chili flakes. The next recipe will be 80 grams of couscous, some protein powder, then some of the mushroom soup powder to give it some flavor, obviously some veggies, some seeds, a little bit of garlic powder and some chili flakes. And for the last recipe, I'm gonna take 60 grams of that instant potato mash powder, then 30 grams of protein powder. For the flavor, some instant mushroom soup powder, and then obviously some veggies as well, some seeds and a little bit of spices, maybe the garlic powder, and maybe a bit of nutritional yeast. Apart from making my own backpacking meals, I'm also taking some of these Huel meals with me. I discovered them last year and they're really great. All of their meals are vegan. They add a lot of vitamins to it, which in my opinion makes it the perfect backpacking food, because it's a lot cheaper than also the ones you can buy. In one bag of these it's 700 grams and they say it's supposed to be 7 meals, each meal having 400 calories, but I'm not taking the bag as this with me because it's quite heavy. I'm gonna put them in little Ziploc bags, and in each of them I'm gonna add 150 grams of the meals, which equals to 600 calories, which is a really good amount for me to have for dinner. There are a lot of different options. I got the pasta bolognese, the chicken mushroom and the Thai green curry. Yeah, I'm excited to have these. It's really lightweight. It's not that expensive. One portion, if I eat 150 grams, is about 3 to 4 euros, which is still a lot cheaper than the dehydrated meals that you can buy. This is everything. I've got all packed up. These are 26 Huel meals, 150 grams each, so around 600 calories. And then there are 14 of the meals I made myself with the instant noodles, the couscous and rice. They are around 180 grams each and should also be around
500 to 600 calories if I add a little bit of oil. And last but not least, the snacks that I'm taking. Not all of them obviously for the beginning, but I'm gonna put some of these in my resupply packages as well, just to have little variation and some things that I like that I can look forward to. There are a couple of energy bars, a nut butter bar, then an espresso bar that I really love, it's really good, some protein bars, then I have some dried hummus that I buy in bulk and just put in a little package where I just need to add water to have some hummus, maybe a little change to all the sweet stuff here. Then some electrolytes to put in my water bottle, some more bars, energy bars, nut bars. Then over here some dried fruit, apricots and some spicy almonds. And my own trail mix that I just assemble myself. It's a sweet and salty trail mix. It has some coconut in it, different sort of nuts, walnut, hazelnut, almonds, then some banana chips, dried mango, dried rhubarb and a couple more things, pistachios, and I really like that. I'm gonna pack that up in maybe 200 gram packages and add that to my snacks as well. Okay, this is everything I'm gonna take for 1 week of hiking where I probably won't have the chance to resupply. 7 dinners from the ones I've made, pasta, some couscous, some mashed potatoes. Then for breakfast, taking my porridge and some coffee, instant coffee things. Then for snacks, some energy bars, some protein bars, my trail mix, some dried fruit, dried nuts and seeds, and some of the instant hummus powder. So this is everything that will be in my pack from the beginning, and for the rest of everything that I've prepared, I'm gonna assemble my resupply packages now. I think the packages will last me at least for the first 3 months, maybe 4 even, and the rest will get sent by friends and family while I'm out hiking. But I think for the start it's great to already have these, and I'm really relieved, and I think I'm gonna thank myself on trail. It took almost the whole day, but I'm glad that I finished everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you consider subscribing, and stay tuned for the gear video I'm uploading in a couple of days. Until then, bye bye!